Hey YouTubers, just a quick video on changing the oil on the X-Trail today. I think we'll see how we go with this. Get it done as quick as we can. Get on with a few other jobs today. Okay, the oil filter is hidden way down there on the side of the engine. Oil fill at the back, dipstick at the front. So we'll get it, I think we'll jack it up a bit. It's actually behind the wheel. It's easy to take the wheel off and take the inspection panel off. So I'll get it jacked up. We'll get the oil draining and we'll get that wheel off and see how we go. Okay, so we've got the wheel off. Quick check of the brakes. Loads of pad left there, look. Not too bad still, quite shiny. This car's done about 40,000 kilometers or so. So this is the panel we have to take off. So we've got to take off these little clips here. 3 at the top, 2 at the bottom. And I get those off just using a little clip remover that I've got. You do have to be a bit careful with these. They are breakable. Just get under the clip a bit. Get the clip remover. Give them a pull. Okay, I'll just work through the rest of those. Okay, so I've got all of those off. There was actually 6. There was another one up the top there. So when they're all off, just pull it off. The cover will come away nicely. And when the cover's out the way, you can see there's the oil filter just on the end of the engine. While you're down here, just check the CV boots, check that they're both in good condition. Check the steering rack. There's some oil on there. Okay, we'll have a look at that in a minute. And also check the serpentine belt, just to see how that's looking and if there's any fraying. Okay, if your oil filter is as tight as this one, inevitably it won't come off. I use one of these. It's a 3-jaw clamp. It's going to be a bit hard to show you there. I'll put the spanner on. It's got a 19mm or 3/4 drive. Okay, it just goes on like that. I can give it a bit of a twist, and there we go. I like this because it doesn't rip into the oil filter like a screwdriver through the side would, and means that you're not covered in crap. Okay, just leave that snugged up. We're going to get the oil drain next and start draining the oil. Okay, now for the bit that everybody on YouTube seems to come for. So this is a 14mm socket. Let's see if we get this right. I'm making a mess. What I like to do is hold the thread in and then out. And my oil drain has a nice little shelf on it. Okay. I did forget, how am I going to turn off the camera? We'll work that out. Just about now. That has to be one of the most satisfying things about fossil fuel cars. Okay, so one nice thing on this car is you can take the oil filter off and put it into your drain pan at the same time. However, one bad thing about this car is it does leak all over this cross member. So we'll see if we can just clean that up as we go. Okay, how's that? Looking good. Okay, I think we'll leave that to drain a little bit, get the new filter, clean the housing up. Still got the... No! I did still have it dripping down. I think it's gone on the floor. We'll see in a minute. Okay. Okay, while that's still draining down and making a mess on the floor, let's get the oil filter in. So this is a MAN W67/1, made in Germany. Beautiful. Get that out. Now we'll be putting a bit of engine oil, fresh engine oil on the ring of that, and then putting that onto the filter housing. Okay, so we've got that all cleaned up nicely. Got a bit of oil on the new filter. Just put the new filter on. Another reason not to destroy the old filter, just in case the new filter doesn't actually fit. Hand tight. I call that FT. Sorry, HT. Okay, let's get the oil plug back on. Okay, that goes up FT Newton meters. Okay, to get these pins back in, they are a bit fiddly. Just squeeze the ends into the panel. A bit easier on the steel ones. Push in the centre. Like that. Bit of a firm push. On these plastic ones, definitely a bit harder to get it all lined up, but should be good. Okay. A bit wobbly, isn't it? Okay, that's back on. Get the wheel back on and get some more oil in it. Okay, wheels back on. Just going to torque that up in a second. Started to put some oil back in. And interestingly, there's quite a bit on the dipstick, so just to fill that filter, just going to start the engine and let the oil settle around the engine, and then let it set back down and then top it up just to get the level right. In the meantime, we'll get on with the oil air filter. Okay, YouTubers, so just changing the air filter on a T32 Nissan X-Trail 2.5, I think it's a D or QDE. Anyway, so this is a Ryco A1859. To get to that, just going to undo these two clips here. They're a bit tricky. You have to get your fingers underneath them. The oil filter falls down places. This clip here, and then this piece lifts off completely. And then we get access to a very dirty oil filter. So just a metal clip there, and that's about it. If you just want to get it out, I think it does come out. It'll come out through that gap, like that. I think you need to change that. Not too bad on the back. Not sure what brand that is, but I'm just going to try and remove a bit of the airbox and get that all cleaned up. I think the airbox, if you wiggle it, it might clean up, but anyway, I'm going to get in there with a rag and just clean up that front part. My cleaner of choice for these sort of things is Tarshine. I just love it. Seems to do a great job on the plastics, and leaves it all looking pretty much like new. The only problem is, once you get started with it, you just have to keep on going until you've done all of it. Also smells great, and probably makes the engine run better too. I'm sure that cover comes off somehow. But never mind. Let's try and get in there and get a bit out of it. better. Just clean it up a bit more and get that new filter back in. Now do take note with the filter, it's a bit of a wedge and the seal's on an angle there. There's a couple of holes at the front, so this tab is top, I don't know, left. As you look at it, there we go. You can see that just goes in there beautifully, and I thought there might have been a thing to go into there, but anyway. Old one-handed YouTube video. Now if you took that to a dealer, how much do you think they'd charge to change your filter? Because that is a 30-second. If I wasn't cleaning, it has to be a 30-second change, that one. Awesome design. Just a bit fiddly to get this back in. I'll get that back together and we'll see how we go. Now when you do slide it back on, just be very careful. There is a hook there at the right hand side. I'll try and put the finger where it is, just there. Very hard to see, sorry. And there's a slot on this side, which you have to get it in. I don't know if you get in both of those, does it fit down just nicely. So I've seen plenty of times that being put in not properly. Okay, and then these clips here also, similarly. You just need to give it a bit of a pull up and push down, just to make sure they're together. Okay, I'll do that in a sec, and there we go. Filter changed. Thanks for watching, don't forget to subscribe.